Hello there Scapers, my name is Xenavilius and welcome to my Premier Club 2017 analysis video. That may sound a bit too much for a video about membership subscription, but I'm actually doing this for your sake, for you guys to figure out whether it is worth buying this membership package or not. So what is Premier Club? Premier Club is a membership package which is either 3 months, 6 months or the gold one, the longest one, is 12 months long. First of all, it's cheaper than regular membership and it also gives you a ton of perks, so there are a lot of reasons for and against taking it, and these are the things it gives you, as you can see on screen. I'll go into detail about the prices, analysis and the Desert Pantheon Aura in a little bit, but let's get on to some of the things you might want to know urgently. The first thing is, don't worry, it's purchasable until the first Monday of February, and that's been the case for the last few years now. When you buy it, it freezes your current membership subscription and that picks back up after the Premier Club runs out. Your Rune Metrics discount, if you purchase the gold membership, applies from the next billing date, so you get 50% discount from the next Rune Metrics billing date if you have a gold Premier Club membership for 2016-17. Now if you have a grandfather rate, and by that I mean a really old, really cheap sort of membership subscription rate which you paid a long time ago and Jagex have rewarded you with loyalty for sort of paying continuously for months without a break, then you will keep that same old rate after this runs out, after the Premier Club runs out. So don't worry, you can still purchase Premier Club if you want to, but when it runs out and you go back to your normal membership, as long as you have money on your card and you haven't taken it away from your account, you'll still be able to get that same discounted rate at the end of your Premier Club duration. And if you want to go into the details a bit, then I'll just say this: depending on what your grandfather rate was, if it was under £5.33 or £4.67 or £4.17, then it's cheaper to keep your grandfather monthly subscription compared to the Premier Club subscription. Obviously there's a lot more benefits with the Premier Club that your grandfather subscription didn't have, but it will be costlier, and that's for bronze, silver and gold respectively. So let's just have a look at how much it costs and how many points and stuff you get. So the gold one is obviously the best value for money. As you can see here, these are the prices in 3 different currencies and also bonds. The benefits go up massively as you buy longer and longer memberships, so that may be a factor in your decision. Of course your personal life and things will also be a factor depending on how long you'll be playing and things like that, whether you can afford it. But just to give you an idea, you save 21.8% in terms of pounds if you buy the gold membership compared to the bronze membership, so that's more value for your money there right away. And it's a similar number for the other currencies as well, just slightly lower I guess because of the slight translation. But the good thing is that there's no difference with bonds. So if you buy the membership package with bonds, which of course you can translate to GP if you're buying the bonds with your own money, then there's no difference between bronze, silver or gold. You can always upgrade it as well later on into a silver package if you decide, oh, I want to extend my Premier Club. I believe you can anyway. You might have to contact JMods or something about it. Obviously you also get a ton more loyalty points, 87.5% more if you buy a gold membership compared to if you buy a bronze membership and you extended it for 12 months. So gold is definitely value for money right away there, but that may not be the only reason for getting gold. If you want to compare it to last year, I think Jagex have done a reasonably good job in terms of giving you more bang for your buck, as it were. So it's cheaper for one, it's 23% cheaper. The gold is 23% cheaper than last year, and well, if you look at it the other way, last year was 30% more expensive than this year for the gold membership in terms of pounds. And you can also look at how many bonds it costs you, assuming the bonds are the same price. I assume bonds are about 16.7 mil each here. So 20 bonds for gold this year, which isn't too bad compared to 24 last year as well. And finally, let's just compare it to your monthly subscription. So Jagex claimed that gold Premier Club membership is 30% cheaper than regular membership, and they are right, because what they're referring to is a monthly recurring subscription right now, not grandfather rates but current rates, which is £5.99 per month. If you do it on a month by month basis right now, it's definitely 30% cheaper. And in terms of bonds as well, you would have to spend 26 bonds for a year's worth of membership if you only use bonds for membership every 2 weeks, I guess, because a bond lasts 2 weeks, and that would cost you 433 mil, and with the Premier Club it costs you 333 mil. So essentially you save 100 mil by buying Premier Club. right now if you want to get 12 months, compared to if you use bonds for 2 weeks recurring memberships, so 26 bonds. Right, let's get on to the more interesting part of the video where we look at the aura, the desert Pantheon aura, and analyze it. So the first thing about this aura is that it's not a normal aura. It doesn't work the way you would expect an aura to work. In fact, it doesn't work like an aura at all. You don't even need to be equipping it to be able to benefit from its effects. You can just choose the functions and activate them whilst on a different aura, as long as you set them up before you remove the aura. So the first effect is the Strength of Het. Now this one is probably the only decent effect for PVM this year compared to last year, when you remember the Majra aura, which was completely PVM orientated. It had nothing to do with skillers, which is kind of sad. But this one is the only PVM oriented one. It will increase your maximum life points by 20% up to 1000. So the minimum life points you need to benefit from this is 5k base life points. I guess it can be quite useful in certain scenarios. It uses up 50 charges, and the charge system works the following way. So you'll get 250 charges every day with this aura, and you can store a maximum of 500, so you can go 2 days without using the aura at all. And well, if you want to benefit from this aura, then you should probably use 250 charges a day so that you don't waste any possible charges that you could have got. And this one only costs 50 charges for 1 hour, so that's not too bad, to be honest. You could just keep using it for 10 hours if you save up for 2 days, I guess. It could be useful at Virago, maybe for tanking raids and things like that. Just a bit of extra XP for maybe healing of crystals and things like that. But apart from that, I don't see too many uses for this. The second effect is the Ward of Iktalin. Basically, you get the effects of 2 signs of lives per 1 hour, in 1 hour, shall I say. Okay, I guess I lied. This is also a PVM effect. It doesn't work with hardcore Iron Men as expected, really. It costs 125 charges, so suppose you get 2 hours worth per day if you think about it that way. And it can be useful, I guess. It does stack with the Portents of Life and Signs of Life, so I guess you get 3 Signs of Life effects per hour if you have those as well. But it's not really going to be used that much unless you're someone who does die like all the time. I mean, I do die, but I don't die like 3 times an hour unless I'm doing a Raxor when I die like 10 times an hour, but let's not get into that. The third effect is the Wisdom of Scarabass, and this one is possibly the most widely used one, I reckon. Additional 10% XP is gained for 1 hour, so that says it all, really. It's pretty OP. It costs 200 charges though, so you can only get, just over 1 hour's worth per day. I bet it won't work with double XP weekend, but if it does, great. I mean, that would be a cause for celebration, that's for sure. Iron Man can't use this effect either though. The fourth effect of this aura is that you can increase your divine location gathering limit by 100%. Unfortunately, Viswax do the same thing, and it doesn't stack with Viswax, so it's kind of useless if you use Viswax, but it does work with Iron Man and Hardcore Iron Man, so I guess it's a free effect without having to spend money on making Viswax, but it costs 150 charges. You can only use it once a day, so it's basically the same as Viswax. And last but not least, the Joy of Apmaken. It costs 100 charges, and you and everyone around you will get the 10% pulse score effect for 10 minutes. Iron Man won't be affected by it as expected, and I guess it could be really useful for the XP weekend or people training near portables and things like that, which happens already, but the pulse scores are a bit random, I believe. You can't guarantee the 10% effect from them. It only lasts 10 minutes for 100 charges though, so I guess you only get 25 minutes worth per day, but obviously if you coordinate it so that different people use another one every 10 minutes, then instead of everyone using it at once, then you can make the most out of it, I guess. And those are the effects of the aura. So it's a very interesting aura, I'd say. It's not OP towards PVMers like last year's Madra aura was, but it's nowhere near as good as I thought it'd be, because I thought the effects would be a bit more potent and a bit more appealing, but personally, I don't find them completely mind-blowing, but it is good, I guess. That's what an aura is. It's not meant to be OP, it's meant to be an additional useful effect to your daily scaping, I guess. And let's just finish up with a few little pointers about the aura. First of all, there is a glitch currently with the aura, and you can't really open up a preset if you have one of the functions active, but I'm pretty sure they'll fix that fairly soon, but you never know, you never know. Multiple effects can be used at once, which is amazing, and that is one of the features of this aura. One of the features why I think it could be quite useful. Auras, by definition really, can only be used one at a time, and this one basically defies the convention of auras, which is pretty good. Iron Man can't use the two abilities I mentioned earlier, the ones that give you bonus XP, and Hardcore Iron Man can't use those two, as well as the one that gives you the 2 Sign of Life effect. Another important thing is that the aura only lasts as long as your Premier Club membership lasts. And say if you started up your Premier Club membership on the 2nd of January 2017 or the 1st of January 2017, then it will only last until midnight on the 1st of January 2018. So if you started it on February, or the last day before you could no longer purchase Premier Club, then, well, you missed out on 1 month of the aura, because it will be removed from the game at the end of 2017 regardless of when you purchased the Gold Premier Club membership. Also, you can use all of the aura functions except the Wisdom of Scarabass effect with other auras. The Wisdom of Scarabass is the one that gives you 10% bonus XP for 1 hour. And finally, I think I mentioned this earlier, but the Bounty of Krondus effect doesn't stack with the Visvax, which is a bummer, but oh well, life's not fair, and neither is this aura really. So all in all, what do I think about Gold Premier Club? Will I buy it? Yes, I will. The main reason I'm going to buy it is because it's cheaper and 150k loyalty points, and it's cheaper than last year as well. Another reason for me personally is that I use rune metrics a lot, and it does cost a lot of money, so I'm going to save a lot of money. I'm going to save half my money on rune metrics for the next 12 months if I buy gold membership, so that's a major reason for me getting it. I'm going to get it at the end of next month when my membership runs out, my current summer membership runs out, I guess. And all in all, it's definitely more value for your money than it was last year. I'm looking forward to Mana Force in 2017. If it's nearly as good as Elf City was, then we'll be in for a treat. And you also get the new outfit as well alongside the Mana Force release, which should be good as well. I'll be the only person in all of RuneScape that'll be able to wear that outfit, so I'll look really cool. No, definitely not a reason to buy this aura. Everyone that bought gold membership will have access to that outfit. But yeah guys, I think it's a pretty good aura all in all. If you have any questions, post it down below. And yeah, I hope you found this video useful. It's a bit of a different video, but I was back to my good old ways of doing maths and calculations and things. So I hope that helped you out and you figured out whether it's worth all your money. And I will see you in the next one.